Okay, let's take a look. We've been waiting for Tim Cook to arrive at the Apple store in midtown Manhattan. Take a look at some pictures that we've just been getting. And it looks like he is on scene, shaking hands with the people who've been waiting out, in some cases for hours or all night, to get their hands on the new iPhone 11. Again, this is the midtown newly redesigned store for Apple. And there's Tim Cook. Yeah, man of the people, shaking hands. People trying to get their selfies taken with Tim Cook while he's there. By the way, he was at the Berkshire Hathaway annual meeting back in May. He made an appearance there. And watching him walk through the floors where the 40,000 people were was kind of like watching a star walk across the room as well. People mobbed him everywhere, tried to get these pictures just like they're doing right here. He's got his own following for all of this. The store is opening at 8 a.m. and maybe they'll pull back a little. We can see just how big the crowds are that have been there waiting. But again, that's Tim Cook waiting for these, or shaking hands with the people who've been waiting for hours to get their hands on an iPhone 11.
It's nice. It's good. He's into it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Can't fake that, yeah.
There aren't too many CEOs who can walk out and be like, oh, people are like, please take a selfie with me, take a selfie. He's one of the rare ones. Paul, what do you think about Apple shares? They have been on a run for most of the year.
Yeah, I mean, the stock has, after the last month, it's done really well. But, even after this run, the stock is 5% cheaper than the broader market. I can't think of a company that's, been more consistent than Apple over the years, and it still trades cheaper than the market. I think you could still see some upside even after the run we've had, a rally into year-end, 5–10%. If it was a consumer staples stock, Buffett, we were talking about earlier, he loves consumer staples stocks. And with the recurring revenues, people consider Apple almost,
a consumer stock at this point.
And if it was traded on that basis, it's about 12% cheaper than the consumer staples average multiple in the sector. So technology is 20% cheaper then. So,
well, what about the regulatory overhang? And privacy may not be as big of a deal for Apple, but certainly if you start looking at the rules of what they put in their app store, how they compete with others, they could be facing tougher regulation. Is that something that comes into the equation? Is that why you see the discount?
I think it's potentially a worry, but I still think it has less risk than the other companies that we all talk about here. And Tim Cook, he's been a master diplomat. He's got a great relationship with the president, so he's not going to come under fire in that respect. And he just knows how to play all the angles here.